Ralph Wilson Stadium, located just south of Buffalo, is one of the windiest stadiums to play in, partly because the field level is 50 feet below ground level. He'll down it in the end zone from their own 20-yard line. They'll give it off here.
Man, oh man, that's what those defensive guys live for right there. A shot like that, and then they always get up and have a little something to say to you as you're going back to the huddle.
Again, he'll get the call.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Passes it. It's tipped, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Drop at the 35. They'll take over at the 35. Pennington with the give. Moreno gets about 4 yards on the play. On the ground with a tailback. He gets to about the 47-yard line before several defenders bring him down. Hit as he throws. Sharper is there on the tackle. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football. But you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure. The Bills are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
Pitch out. Willis makes the tackle.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker who came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
And he makes it out to about the 8-yard line. Chris Harris was there on the tackle.
Black 35, Black 35, half.
Throws it. The Bills get on the board first.
Chad Pennington delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. Such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Tosses it out. Bethea makes the tackle. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29. Throws it short.
Good defense all over the field that time. They had the deep routes covered, and when they tried to dump it off to the tight end, they were on it.
Gets the ball away. Keith Rivers was there on the tackle.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
They'll keep it on the ground again. Gains his way to the 39-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. Johnson on the handoff. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground. Johnson on the give. And that flag was thrown in the area of holding. So first down once again, but a long ways to go following the penalty. Setting up a screen, the tailback has it. Loss of 8 on the play.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit on that one. They made a little correction at the line of scrimmage, and they had that play pegged right from the start.
The pass is away. Caught, and a big hit. He's stopped in his tracks.
Well, if you want to know why they measured the vertical jump at the combine, that's exactly it. He just went up and got that one. I still haven't figured out why they do it for offensive linemen, though.
Here's the throw. Interception. And he gained a few more before they finally get him to the ground at the 29-yard line. Moreno gets it on the inside. Huge hit. From the 28-yard line. Gets the pass out. He's there for the catch.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish a run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Again with the run. Stiff arms, and he's brought down.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills started at the 30 and used 5 plays to get the score.
Chad Pennington delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position. Such an intelligence there, but also this gutsiness. What an awesome combination.
This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Garrison gives it left. Johnson picks up about 7 yards on the run. Short throw to the left.
When you have a receiving weapon at the tight end position, it just makes it so much easier to pick up those little first downs.
Johnson gets the carry. Makes his way to about the 38 before he's gang tackled. There for the reception. The stop was made by Pepper.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
He's hammered in the backfield.
Well, Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. He'll get it again. Brought down behind the line.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
He rolls right.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Lofton is back deep to return the punt. They down it at the 1.
The Bills offensively looking pretty strong right now. And they've got the look of a team who may be going in for the kill here. Too early to entirely put it away, but a touchdown would certainly be tough to overcome.
Passing. Pass is complete.
The Bills are picking up nice yardage just about every time they go to the air. I'm not sure what's happening with the defense right now, but they seem a little out of sorts.
Haynes had the coverage on the play. They'll face second down and 10.
Section 25, row 22, you've won an all-expenses payday with a cheerleader.
Screen pass to the back. They lose 7 yards on that play.
Well, that gets a little embarrassing. Anytime you spend all week working on a play and it comes out like that, gives the defense a little credit, but that was bad.
Gets the pass away. Interception. Harris was there to bring him down.
Well, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defensive back was going elsewhere. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
They'll give it off here. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Johnson picks up 5 yards with the carry. Tries for the end zone. Barnes intercepts it. Has plenty of room. And he's gone. Barnes makes the catch in the end zone.
You know, it's bad enough offensively to throw an interception, but you can't let the guy run down the field for a touchdown. You have to turn into a defensive player at that point. They did not make that transition.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. The Vikings suffered an interception on their last possession. Garrison hands off. Cuts back and he's dropped. Gain of 2. That brings up second down. Short throw to the right.
The Vikings got a big play that time, and they need a whole lot more of that after beginning this game with a very pedestrian passing attack. That was good.
Garrison hands it off straight ahead. And he has room to run. To the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings use just 3 plays to go 70 yards. Robbie Gould adds the extra point. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. From his own goal line. He's tackled at the 30. They'll go to work at the 30. The halfback with the carry. The stop was made by Sharper. They go with the toss. Tackle was made by Robert Mathis. Moreno gains about 5 yards on the run. Throws it. It's there for the catch. The stop was made by Darren Sharper.
The Bills get another good gainer that time. This offense is finding early success in the passing game.
Pennington hands it off. Tackle was made by Henderson. Moreno picks up about 4 yards on the play. Passes the ball. Falls incomplete.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
They hand it off. And he makes it out to about the 44-yard line before he's hit and dropped. They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 22-yard line. They'll start at the 22, 1st and 10. He throws right. Dante Whitner is there on the tackle.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up. The Vikings seem to be unstoppable on the ground so far. They're ripping off big chunks of yardage at a time.
First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. Garrison with the give.
You know, not only the top-end speed, which is so impressive, but speed in and out of his cuts. That's the difference in a great running back. Anytime you can see a guy maintain that speed out of his cuts, that's a guy that has superstar ability.
Here's the pass. Barnes picks it off.
Not a good way for that drive to end. That one really needed to go the distance and put 7 points up so they could draw a little closer here in the first half. But give the defense credit for not slipping.
Hands it off. Moreno loses the ball. Who's going to come up with this one? Henderson gets his hand on it and scoops it up. The Vikings fought for it and came away with possession.
He used that big old body of his to shield everybody else off the football, and he won that battle.
Got it off barely. Tackle was made by Barnes. And they'll try to speed things up a bit. Throws it short. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's always great to have a big arm, but you have to be able to control it on occasion. He wants to consistently throw that ball hard, and that's just not always the right pass.
Brought down at the 16 by Robin.
The Vikings get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
Dumps it out right. The stop was made by Antoine Bethea. Gain of 9. Passes to the end zone. Garrison tosses his 10th touchdown of the year. Gold is good on the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. Drops it. Cooper recovers the loose ball. They'll set up shop at the 23-yard line. Gets the pass away. Rivers knocks it away. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. They get 6 there, and that makes it 3rd down. Gives it off. Peppers will tackle him for a loss at the 17-yard line. It's 4th down. This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. The offense will take over at the 29-yard line. Here's the give. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. Henderson was there to bring him down. Won't be stopped. Tackle was made by Darren Sharper. That's a 2-yard gain.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang.
Don't do us like that. Let's go. I'm going wide.
The referee signals to the sideline. They're that close. So it's 4th down. The Bills ready to punt this one away. From the 50, he makes it to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings had some success on that last series, putting up 3 points, but now they're going to want to take it to another level with a touchdown.
On the ground with a tailback. Runs over tackler. The Vikings will take their final timeout. They give it to the tailback. He gets loose. Watch out. Antoine Bethea is there to bring him down.
This is one of those guys you just love watching him run the football. His footwork, his balance, but especially his determination. He just does not want to be tackled.
We'll take you to the studio now for halftime.
Welcome to the halftime show. Let's get you caught up on what's happening around the league.
Check out the scores from around the league. Let's turn to your game stats. The number of plays run in the first half favored Minnesota. Chad Pennington has 2 touchdown passes. Buffalo is up by a score of 20-17. Now let's take a look at some of the top plays from the first half of your game.
The second half is about to begin. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Ralph Wilson Stadium. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Pennington hands it off. Tackle was made by Gate. Moreno gains around 8 yards on the run. passes it out. There for the catch.
The Bills have been unstoppable when they go to the pass. You'd think the defense would make some kind of adjustment at halftime, but so far that just doesn't seem to be the case.
They go with a fullback. That's a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down from the 47-yard line. Again with the carry. The stop was made by Henderson. A gain of 3 yards.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Short pass to his left. Darren Sharper was there to bring him down. Turner has now caught 30 passes on the season. Throws it short. Tackle was made by Porter.
You really get the feeling the officials are letting these guys play out here today. There have been no penalties called to this point. Great to see a game like this.
Moreno gets the ball. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. It was enough to move the chains.
The NFL has become such a passing league. I think that run almost caught them off guard a little bit. Nicely done.
Gets the pass off. The stop was made by Foxworth.
So frustrating for a defense when one guy keeps catching the football. You know you have to focus your attention on him, try and take him out of the pattern, but you simply can't do it.
They can't bring him down.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Passes to the end zone. Payne gets the pick. He's into the open. Payne brings it in. Touchdown.
Not only was that a tremendous interception, but when he got the ball in his hand, he looked like he knew what to do with it. What a run.
Robbie Gould puts it through, and it's a 4-point game. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. Breaks a tackle. The Bills turned the ball over on an interception their last time out.
Let's go, man. Go.
Pennington hands it off straight ahead. That's 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. Moreno gets the call. Moreno gets about 4 yards on the play. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Throws it out. And the pass falls incomplete. And that will be a 3-and-out for the offense after that incompletion.
Yeah, they just kind of looked out of sync from the very beginning there, and I thought first down really set the tone for that entire series.
He's tackled at the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Passes it. And it's completed. Barnes was there to bring him down.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
You can talk about it, man. But
They line up at the 46. Johnson takes it up the middle. Tackle was made by Glenn Dorsey. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 47. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. The stop was made by Glenn Dorsey. Johnson gains about 4 yards on the play. Throws it. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. Short pass.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
Calvin Johnson was his intended target.
Well, you can't just stare down one receiver on a play like that. The defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
And we have a flag on the play. And this one looks like it's going to come back.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us. Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
They line up at the 28. Gets the ball away. Patrick Willis was there on the tackle. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
He throws right. Comes down with it. He's knocked out at the 28.
Pretty athletic play for a big guy. I tell you, as a quarterback, you see somebody make a play like that, you want to come back again and again.
Pennington with the give. The stop was made by Jackson. Moreno comes away with 2 yards on the carry. It's the tailback. He fights forward to about the 23. Joey Porter makes the tackle. The pass is away. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills end the 8-play drive with 6 points.
Chad Pennington had several options on that play, including maybe taking off and running with it, but he's got such great confidence in his arm and his receivers, he was able to make it happen.
This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Johnson on the run. He tries to spin, and he is dropped.
The Vikings set out to run it down their throats. Had some success in the first half with that, and now it looks like all that running is really taking its toll on the defense.
Johnson on the give. Williams was there on the tackle. Johnson gets about 4 yards on the play. They hand it off again. Johnson gets 3 yards on the carry. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. Good game so far as we had before. Our score here is the Bills 27, the Vikings 24. The Vikings down by 3. Have the ball to start the 4th. Here's the throw, and he caught it. Tackle was made by Whitner. Chris Johnson makes his 3rd grab.
Down. Focus.
hit and dropped behind the line.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
The stop was made by Hayden. 7 yards there, and so it'll be 3rd down. Gets the pass out. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that.
It's good. Here's your sprint drive summary. That was a great kick from that distance.
It really was, wasn't it? There are no field goal kicker jokes going on the sideline right now. Just a lot of love.
He'll return it from the 1. He's still going. They get him at the 27-yard line. They'll take over at the 27. Moreno, the ball carrier. Moreno comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Passes to his left. Tackle was made by Foxworth.
I tell you, as a defense, you don't mind giving up a little dinky throw like that to the tight end. That's good defense.
Just gets it off. Cooper is there on the tackle.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing the defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Come on, dog!
They hand it off again. Tackle was made by Patrick Willis. Moreno gets about 4 yards on the play. The running back has it. Robert Mathis was there to bring him down.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Feeds it to the back. Moreno picks up about 4 yards on the play. They hand it off. Still working.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready, go!
Passing. He goes up high for the catch. They push him out of bounds, and now they have 1st and goal.
The Bills are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
He'll get it again. He's tackled at the 6 by Patrick Willis. They pick up 2 yards. That brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 120. 120. Crisscross, baby, crisscross. Come on now, hit him hard. Go.
Pause. Tackle was made by Chris Harris.
We got to stop moving.
3 yards there, and that makes it 3rd down. Pennington gives it up the middle, and it looks short from up here.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
He'll return it from the 1. Brought down at the 42. Excellent return on the kickoff.
You know, that's one of those plays that as a kick returner, you don't always run to the hole when you see it. You kind of run away from the hole, and then at the last second you make a break into the hole so that they don't know where the hole is because you're not running in that direction. Does that make any sense?
If we don't make a play, we
Hands it off straight ahead. Seems to me that this is the time in the game where every play call for them is some type of pass.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls that are essentially like run plays.
The stop was made by Dante Whitner.
You know, we talk about how important the running backs are as receivers in the West Coast offense. Well, that time he went almost all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast without.
He lost yardage on the play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
He'll get it again. And he's drilled at the 22. Johnson gains about 4 yards on the play. Flips it out short.
A bit disappointing to not move the chains on that completion, but they're in 4-down territory now, so they'll probably take another shot.
Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
They'll get the ball here at the 22-yard line. Up the middle. Tackle is made by John Henderson. John Henderson has been on a collision course with the ball carriers. That takedown marking his 5th tackle. Hands it off. Moreno picks up about 4 yards on the play. The Vikings will take their 2nd time out of the half. Short throw.
The Vikings came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
The Vikings will take their last time out. He makes it out to the 30-yard line.
This is the time in the game when you want your star players to step up and make plays. Not only do those star players want the ball in their hands, but you start looking around the huddle, some of those other guys, they don't really want the ball here.
That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 30.
Let's go.
Dumps it out left. It's incomplete.
Not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
Throws short. Crabtree takes a shot. Good defense.
And that's so frustrating as a wide receiver. You know you're going to get hit on the play. Just wrap it up, make the catch, and go to the ground.
Gets the pass away. It's broken up. Chester was the intended receiver on the play. They go with the kneel down. 2nd and 12 coming up here.
Gun! Don't give him a yard! I love these guys! Hey, come on, let's not disappoint! G7, full back out! Let's have some fun, baby! Don't knock the chains out here, now! Don't knock the chains! Go!
And he'll just kneel it here.
Let's go now! Black 35! Black 35!
That'll do it from Buffalo. Highlights are next, so stick around.